Yes, Higgins through with ease, and maybe Ronnie O'Sullivan will be as well. He's already made 2 century breaks and has looked mighty good in building a 7-3 lead over Neil Robertson. Your commentators for Frame 11 are Terry Griffiths and Willie Thorne.
He's in again. Good long red.
Played this shot very, very confidently. Just below centre striking, just to deaden the cue ball as it got to the red. And now in prime position again, and he could play the push through the outside of the bunch here if he wants to. Now you see, this is the situation where a lot of other players would just play for the loose red. You'll probably see Ronnie here forcing through the right-hand red of those 2. He just plays that shot just unbelievably well. It's such a fantastic knowledge to play a shot like that.
16.
See, if you screw back, the white comes back towards the black cushion. He's played like a stun run-through up into that pack. And very unlucky not to have left anything more simple than this.
I think a lot of the players know what shot to play in the bunch really, but you've also got to play it, haven't you? So give him a look there. 17. Sullivan just strikes the ball so well. He seems to get a good contact all the time on the cue ball, so that he imparts the right spin to make the cannon. Enough pace on it. Never seems to overhit the ball. In general, he's not a bad player.
24. 25.
He's played some really good shots in this break and has yet to get perfect position. He's faced with another tough pot here.
It's excellent. And Ronnie O'Sullivan is, well, Stephen Hendry is the same. They're both the same. When they get a good split to the pack, they're devastated if they don't win the frame from there. It's not that easy, of course, but they're such good break builders. Wow, another one gone wrong. He played the cannon, the red, just above the pink there. Hole for the other red.
38.
While the other one goes past those 2. That's not what he played for.
$39. $44.
It certainly looked to be giving the pocket every chance. Any harder than that, I think he'd have struggled. But it's gone in, and now a chance to win another frame at one visit.
$51. 52.
What were you saying earlier on about him not being in the zone, really?
I said in the first frame he wasn't in the zone. I didn't even think in the 68 he looked great. It's looking better now.
This is one of the problems you're up against when you play Ronnie O'Sullivan. You're never
59.
quite sure how he's going to play, but
60.
Robertson had one pot to go for in this frame. Along when he missed it, he hasn't had a pot in the... hasn't scored a point for the last 16 minutes, which is normally 2 frames if you're playing O'Sullivan.
67.
68 in the previous frame, and he
68.
missed, needing one more red. He only needs one more red now to be assured. So it's virtually back-to-back frame winning breaks.
74.
Probably play the cannon on the middle red of the three, the one that's nearest the cushion. Push that one over the middle. There's the cannon, slightly the wrong side.
81.
Well, he's aiming to get his 4th century of the tournament so far. He's already had 3. Oh, that's fantastic.
82.
Left-handed as well. Could play for the more difficult red as we see the red going down the cushion. No, he's playing for the reds in the middle.
$89. 90.
This is a chance of our 34th tournament century, of which Ronnie's 4th this will be. Still needs that last difficult red
96.
to get a clearance. Of course, just the colour will be enough for the
97.
century. It's already outplayed to 104 and exactly 100 in this match. And now another
104.
104 plus possibly a table clearance.
105.
There's a chance, of course, should he go on to clear. Oh, what a shame. He had a chance of the highest break there.
105 on the
O'Sullivan.
frame,
He's
Ronnie
looking
O'Sullivan.
sharp now. Didn't start well, but the last two frames, raise of 68 and 105 takes him further clear. He now leads 8-3.
But Robertson stole the next frame on the pink, and as we pick up the match in the 16th, he trails only 8-7. O'Sullivan under pressure.
I think in some ways this is a bigger frame for Ronnie O'Sullivan than it is for Neil Robertson. The fact that Ronnie will feel that he's played well enough to at least tie the session, and Neil Robertson now has got first real chance, and he's off and running again. A chance for that 6-2 scoreline that Terry just mentioned. What a result that would be. And what a session tonight. You'd have to book early to get in for this one.
8.
Doesn't seem too long ago when he was 8-3 behind. So great credit to Neil for the way he's performed here. May not be as silky as O'Sullivan in full swing, but he's got his own way of doing things, and has served him very well this year. Well, he's been slightly unlucky. I don't think you can see reds down the bottom side of the table. The red by the blue, I think, goes past the yellow. If he wants to take that on, he's got an option. Don't think he can get through to that one. Now the one below the white second off the cushion is also an option. Now he's having another look past the pink. Well, he can't get to it.
15.
He deserved a little bit, you know, of running there, because that was a great split. You can see the reds, well, they're all moving, apart from 2.
He's just one shot away here from making this a chance to win the frame, and that is at some stage getting rid of the red to the left of the black. Until then he's having to work very hard for these. And Not on the pink, he'll be disappointed because he played with check side there and hardly got any on at all. He played the white inside the red and it's gone outside the red. There you see no side. Luckily for him, he's just hit it slow enough to be able to get onto this pink in the middle. And now that's on its spot, he's got a chance to level at 8 all.
The foundation of Neil Robertson's success this year with 2 ranking tournament wins is his potting. And when he is break building, if he slips out of position and leaves himself something awkward, he just keeps stroking it in, and that's disruptive for his opponent because they feel, well, hold on a minute, he may be out of position here, he may break down, and then he knocks another one in and keeps your hopes up for a second and then knocks them flat again.
$36.
Yes, as I said earlier, the opening 4 frames, he was just hanging on in there. This next 4 frames, he's played great.
37.
I just love the way he's not frightened to play anybody in the game at the moment. Neil. He's full of confidence. When he first came over to this country, he actually resided in Leicester and played at my club for the first 18 months or so. And he was an impressive potter, but didn't look to have anything else, and he's improved. I think he's the most improved player I've seen for many years. I never thought he was going to win a tournament when he first came to my club.
42.
The last couple of years he's improved out of all proportion.
He's never been short of confidence, I'll say that much. He's when you speak to the lad, he's a very nice lad, very mannerable. Wow.
43.
He needs another good pot here if he's going to take the black on. It's the only colour he can see. I mentioned earlier about carrying on his breaks with tough pots. Surely he's not going to take that on. Because if he does, he's leaving Ronnie O'Sullivan a great chance to get back into this frame.
It's very risky, this, and it's such an easy safety shot to flick the black on the cushion and go around the back of the red on the side cushion into baulk. But if it goes in, it's the right shot. The wrong shot if it doesn't, the right shot if it does. Well played.
50. $58. 59. $66.
This is superb snooker, Willie.
It's not like I've seen Ronnie play anything badly, really.
67.
You know, he's in the first frame he missed more shots than he has done in the next 7. But this last 4 frames he's only scored 18 points. He's totally outplayed.
74. 75.
Chance to eclipse his high break of the match so far. He made a break of 87 early on in this match.
82. 83. 89. 90.
That's how he's played so far. Century possible. If he gets it, it'll be the 38th of the tournament to date.
97.
First though for Neil.
98.
Well, fantastic century from Neil Robertson. What a match we've got our hands this evening.
105.
They're going to be all square.
$106.
It's quick fire stuff. 7 minutes the previous frame. 8.5 in this one.
$113.
And the high break is on. He's a bit disappointed with his position. Oh, another great pop.
115.
140 available. The top break at the moment is held jointly by Ken Doherty and John Higgins with 135.
118. $122.
A brilliant exhibition of Mark Snooker and potting.
133. 140 on the frame.
The black goes in. It's the highest break so far of the tournament, 140. But more importantly, Neil Robertson's won the last 5 frames. He's back from 8-3. It's 8-all overnight. It's going to be a great final session.
Well, Robertson won the next frame also to lead 9-8. How will O'Sullivan deal with this growing crisis? Now commentating, Dennis Taylor and John Virgo.
And that was a terrific pot from Ronnie. Only had a couple of attempts at pots in the last frame, and one in particular just hit across the ball, but unlike Neil in the first frame, he didn't have that much chance to get his hand on the table and pot balls, so that was a good opener. That'll make him feel good.
The sign of a great player is a player that can sit there and be dominated when the other player is in control of the table, and then when you get the chance, you take it. There's not that many players in the game capable of doing that. Sit out for 4 or 5 frames and then produce the goods. This is one player that can do that.
And I think he's just on the angle. I think the black will only go into this corner pocket, the same one as the red.
9.
And that was absolutely perfect to pot the black and cannon the red to the right of it. And now with this red out of the way, the black available into both corner pockets. And there's a little bit of Ronnie O'Sullivan
16.
magic there.
And he'll definitely go into them here because there is a red at the back of the bunch that he could stay on, so if he cannons those 4, he was always going to leave this one on. But now he's got to go through the reds
24.
with the white, so he's going to have to play this with pace and hope that he can get through the reds. And I think looking at the angle, the white is going to bounce up towards the middle of the table. Let's see how this works out. He's looking at one into the middle pocket now, which will give him better position. It's a slightly more difficult pot. There's Ronnie's 4th black coming up.
32. 33.
Well, this is key shot because he's got an angle to go into them. Is he on a red? He is to the middle. Has he got one to the corner? John,
40.
I'm thinking back here to 1997. We sat in this very commentary box. And something magical happened that I don't think will ever be equalled in the history of the game. Ronnie O'Sullivan made a maximum break in 5 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yes, we were here together, weren't we? And it was on this side of the arena. We were like a couple of Peter O'Sullivans commentating on that. But I think he's just, well, it's just so important to win this frame. Obviously, he'll think about the maximum. But I don't
49.
think the 5 minute 20 seconds will be beaten. But as I say, he's more concerned in winning this frame. Doesn't want to overrun that. He has done. I don't know if there's a red to the right
56.
corner. He played for one to the right middle. He's just overrun it slightly. Now can he pot this red in the middle and hold for the black? He'll be probably running into another red, so he needs to judge the cannon correctly. He's not perfect on the black.
Left hand, bridging over a red. He's on a maximum. Looks good to me.
64.
Surely
65.
the genius can't make another one. He's made 6 of the fastest maximums ever recorded. Frame now safe.
73.
Best of luck, Ronnie.
$80. 81.
John, we're getting excited in the commentary box. He got a yellow off the first red.
88. 89.
Well, there you go, Dennis. Never mind. A wonderful break, whether it be a 147 or whatever. This has been absolutely top draw, and particularly when he didn't get a chance in the first frame. And
94.
he's jumped in here and taken these absolutely brilliantly.
95.
And, well, the maximum not on, but a century with that black. Absolutely superb.
102. 103.
That's his 5th century break in this
109.
World Championship this year.
111.
Neil Robertson, of course, made a 140 break. Highest of the tournament so far in the last
140.
frame this afternoon. Ronnie can't beat that. 136 is the best he can do.
$118. 123.
Well, after the comeback and 6 frames on the trot from Neil Robertson, we were looking for a reply from Ronnie. Not even bothered about the
129
black.
on the frame.
Absolutely scintillating snooker from Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's letting him know, Neil Robertson, that he's there given a chance. Marvellous century break with level again. 9 apiece.
Robertson regained the lead at 10-9, but O'Sullivan replied with a 96 break, snatched the next on the black and controlled a low-scoring 22nd frame to go 12-10 up. The big question, can he deliver the killer blow?
There is one that'll go to the right middle, but Neil was in quite a difficult situation there. The red will go in the middle, the white will go towards the blue or yellow. It's cannon the blue. What about that for a shot? That may look pretty easy, but to pot that in the middle pocket, screw back off the bottom cushion with the reverse side. Don't try that at home.
6.
Now there's a red immediately above the black, not the one that's touching it, immediately above it. I think he's got the angle on the brown to play for that red, and if you could get on it perfect, there's a chance to pot it in the right corner and also release the black with a cannon. It's all about not the line's automatic, it's all about the pace on the shot. Well, he's on it, but he's just run a fraction too far, so he can't play for the black.
10.
I assume that the red immediately to the right of the black isn't in a potable position.
11.
Now, I don't want to be too straight on this pink. Now, just enough angle to stun across. Put a red in the same pocket.
$17. 18.
A little bit thinnish here, but he's okay. He would have preferred to have played for one of the reds near the black, but I think he's got to play the cannon now, possibly. Now, how's your luck? That red's coming up towards the middle pocket.
24.
And the pink is available.
25.
This is turning into a bit of a chance for Ronnie O'Sullivan in this enthralling match we've had.
Yes, it's been a great match. He's had everything really.
31.
Big breaks, great potting.
32.
Ronnie will be a little bit disappointed with that. He's not too bad, but he should have been a little bit straighter on this pink. But it has been a terrific match. I just felt, and I don't know whether you felt the same, Dennis, that just this evening, Neil, you came
38.
out of the line a bit heavy-handed, and I don't know whether it was because he was feeling a little bit of tension, but sometimes when he's got in, he just doesn't seem to have had
39.
good control of the cue ball.
Yeah, there was just one shot when I said heavy-handed. He was just playing a little snooker in behind the black, and it was just a bit of tension. He just overhit it slightly. And there's who awaits the winner, John Higgins, who has played probably the best snooker so far this year in the World Championship.
45.
Having said that, these two fellas have played superbly as well.
Well, Ronnie looks to have made a bit of a mistake there if he's not on this red. It's tight. That's a bit careless. He's looked at the possibility of planting to the left centre, but that's dangerous, surely. You'd have to be certain about it. And he was. And he's on the pink.
46.
No, I didn't mean heavy-handed as heavy-handed in every shot he played. What I was meaning, that sometimes when Neil's
52.
got in this evening, and, you know, he's still on a learning curve, but his cue ball
53.
just sort of run loose a couple of times. I could think about 3 or 4 occasions where he's just overhit his positional shot. Now, for whatever reason that was, that and the miss
59.
pink has probably cost him this, because that's the
60.
one that Ronnie needed.
And he looks fairly relaxed and calm, but
66.
inside, even the great Ronnie O'Sullivan will be feeling very pleased with himself.
67.
It was that one shot that turned the whole match around. The pink that would have put Neil 11-10 up. But for me, both players have played superbly well, and you're going to see a lot
73.
of this Australian player over the years.
74.
He's provisionally at number 7 in the world. He'll climb even higher. But Ronnie has kept his focus, has kept his concentration,
80.
and it is a great display.
81.
Well, if he can get the cannon and release the red, we could see another century in this match. Got the cannon, but he's not good on the red, but surely a century break would be the icing on the cake.
No century, but what a win for Ronnie O'Sullivan. He led 8-3. Neil Robertson come back and won 6 in a row. But Ronnie took the last 3 frames and he goes through to the quarter-final. A superb match from both players, but it's Ronnie O'Sullivan, 13-10.